Ma Durga. Oh, it's a good song that goes with that. So with her in mind, we're invoking some of her qualities of a gentle power. That's probably all we have today. Hands to heart center. Bring it back home where it lives, in the heart. And we will Ma-Om, because it's not really easy. We're going to stay with Ma Durga and Ma-Om. So we'll breathe in, exhale, Ma-Om. Ready? Inhale, exhale. Om. And you can bring your hands to knees. Bow your chin towards your heart space. Inhale here for a moment. Gratitude for each other, for our practice. And Ma Durga, bring your head to center. And then please draw your legs long. Practice, it's about us. It's about you. It's about your power as a woman. Shake it out a little bit. Not like you're here, so it's kind of weird. But make all the noise you want, because I won't hear it now. So we can cut up. You won't mute, darn it. Okay, good. We get caught up in yoga sometimes about. So if you took your expression, so let's try to make this about what feels good. So direction's nice, sway side to side if you want to. And if you get caught in this, and you're like, I don't want to do this for the next hour, do that. Embody what is your power, what feels good to you. Inhale, arms behind. Reach up, look up, soften your shoulders if you're doing this. Wiggle your fingers. And again, I'm invoking, hey, Ma Durga, please bring me some of that sweet power. And then exhale, come forward to your degree of forwardness. Make sure you have a long spine to start. Tuck your chin. And then soften into the earth and sway if you like it. So often you hear it said it's not about the pose, because it isn't about the pose. Walk yourself back up. It's just not. These are silly shapes that we made so that our monkey minds don't go crazy. Yeah, that, she says to the psychologist and the counselor. Hello, go ahead and bounce your knees and rock side to side. Use your breath. Ujjayi light for now. We'll do some Ujjayi extra. It's like Bud Light, but never mind. It's just like, it's you two, so I'm just going to be silly. And then bring your legs in that V shape. And then close your eyes for a minute. Trish, I think it's, Lindsay, can you mute yourself? Because I can't. I love you, but I don't know what you just dropped. Okay, thank you. And then when you're here, as you soften your gaze or close your eyes, does this feel vulnerable? Yeah, perhaps. So let's bring the right leg in and feel a little less vulnerable. And then maybe in our minds wonder, what is that vulnerability about? Could it be the males? Inhale, exhale, the left arm down the side of the leg. Use this hand to, like a little lever. Inhale, exhale. Oh yeah, you're gonna mess with me? Hey, Ma Durga. Inhale, exhale. I'm good. Solid and secure my own power. If your neck is kind of funky, just let it go side to side. Honor it. And then tent your fingers. Long spine, tall spine, never flat. And come forward and stop where it's right for you. The power starts here with you. Soften if you want to. Point your toe, flex it. Go funky. Do whatever makes you happy. It's your practice. We are women. Hear us roar. And then reach the right arm forward. Plant that hand and then push the hips forward as much as feels good. And the other arm can come down. Yeah, and come back to Baddha Konasana. Inhale. And we'll wave it out. Exhale, come forward. Inhale. So the lower back doesn't do anything here if it doesn't want to. It can all come from the upper spine. That lower back can tuck. It's overstretched. So here, for you, it felt okay to come all the way down, but that was stretched too much. Inhale. Find your sweet spot. If none of it's sweet, don't do it. We have the option. Come to center. So nice here. Throw the other leg in. Soften shoulders. Take a nice breath. And then just on the outside of your leg, a loving caress. Inhale. Oh no. It's take this hand here, and then we kind of lever. See what's over there. Make sure you're kind of turning from this core, the inner self, not the lower back, because you will get hurt, and that will make me sad. And then let your neck do this. Side. Now we'll come to tender fingers, inhale, and then come forward. Again, find where it's good for you. Where's the sweet spot? If your left hip starts to come out, then lean a little bit forward. Swaying is comforting. If you think backwards, rocking chairs, or not backwards, but rocking chairs are comforting. Come on back up. And maybe somebody rocked you when you were a baby. That would have been nice of them. And then step right into Malasana. So swing your feet apart. You are welcome to use a block or books because you're home. So here's Malasana. This is a position I always think of, like this is how they just pop those babies out in other countries. America, no, we don't do that. So here's a position where you can be miserable, or you can come up onto your toes, or you can sit on a block. So make a choice to do what's right for you in this moment. Take your right hand behind you, and reach your left arm up, and just gaze at it. There it is. Wiggle your fingers. Come forward, hands to the earth, and rest for a moment. You might feel a little stretch in the leg, where the legs meet the groin. Yeah, that's it. I said that word. You might. And then the left hand comes to the outside, the right comes up. Wiggle your fingers, use your breath. As I told you before, it's impossible to talk, teach, and breathe properly. So do Ujjayi. Hands are here. It's a perfect place to come into a forward bend. Bend your knees so much that your belly reaches your thighs. But you want your sitting bones to be pointing towards the back of the room, wherever that is for you. Rotate your thighs backward. Then find what's happy for you. Maybe it's a sway. Maybe you want to reach, I like to do this, reach my hands forward and pop myself back sometimes. Maybe you want to bend feet on the drum, drag your hands around, and maybe you want to be here. Breathe, elongate the neck, don't overstretch your knees and turn them inside out. It's the only thing would be not serving you well. Ha. Elbows, a thumbs hook, and we'll do ragdoll. This is a great place to sway, but make sure your neck is traction. If you want to take one hand to the back of the neck, and if your lower back is bothering you, bend your knees even more. That will help you. Inhale, hands to blocks or shins. I don't have blocks here. And then exhale, bend your knees, come all the way down. Mother Earth is here for us. That's not our mother, it's the earth. It's the real mother. Inhale again. Exhale, bend your knees. And then let's come up to stand. Bend your knees, melt those hips. Arms come halfway, flip your palms, reach up, and bring your hands right to your heart center. And then my hands come up. Okay, fix that. Boy, I'm used to where I was before. Before we get into any prescribed mountain pose, we'll shake around. But Trisha, you're gonna love this part because we're gonna dance a little bit. But first, let's find that stillness, that grounded feeling. Usually it's our bodies that ground us and our minds that go somewhere else. So find your whole foot, find your alignment, Stack your joints. Tuck your chin a little. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down, and notice what that does. Yeah. So rather than going through anything else, just bring your shoulders down. See how that works for you. And check out your alignment. You're in charge of your alignment. See how it feels. See how it looks. If it feels like you're comfortable, okay, if you've been doing this a long time. Otherwise, it does take an amount of effort. Tuck your chin. When you tuck your chin, make sure you do that little bobblehead thing first. Then gaze ahead of you. Something that won't move. Something that's stable, you can hold on to. Don't look at me. It doesn't always work. Inhale halfway. Exhale, flip your palms, reach up. Bring the hands back to heart center. We'll take a moment to stand in this position. What is it you're staring at? I don't know, but catch a drishti. Bring it into your mind's eye for stillness, for safety. When our maya, when our minds start to betray us. And they will do that over and over again if we let them. Drop your arms. We're going to start to move, we're going to dance this, but we're going to use, so see how it feels just to let one hip go side to side. So nobody's looking at you. It shouldn't matter anyway. Mountain pose, a little sway of the hips, bend one knee then the other. If it hurts, you know the answer, don't do it. And then maybe you want to get your arms into it as if you were dancing. So I could do this for an hour, but I don't think you would like that. Really shake it up. How much can you loosen yourself up without any prescription of how to do it? It's the way I'm doing it. You really can't even know, because I don't even know. It's just doing what I feel like right now. So take a little time to embody yourself. Maybe you do some kind of movement with your arms up and over. Maybe reach them up and you decide to come into a forward fold. Maybe if your lower back's bothering you, I wouldn't. Maybe you decide to step into, to give you a few, but start. So start from here, start in your mountain, take a breath or two, and decide to loosen it up and really embody yourself. Call on my friend Durga, she's your friend too, and then start to move. Start to move in any way you wish. And most people would look at the teacher, see what I'm doing, but you're your own teacher, you're a guru. Maybe you just do what feels good to you. You don't have to be a dancer to move your body in place that feels good. So I've been in classes where they've done this for 15 or 20 minutes. You know, why they class, I could do this at home. So then shake that all off. You know that we have this innate ability to move, but it's kind of tricky. Bring your hands to your hips. Let's do a more prescribed way. So bend your right knee and let your left hip come up and up. And notice how that feels. Make sure your feet are flat on the earth. And do the other side. We are sexy, and we know it, both sides. And then the pelvis will go back and forth, but for lower back that doesn't feel good, you might not want to do too much of this. Don't overdo it. Coming forward will feel lovely. But let it flow. If it doesn't flow, I'm using my knees to help it flow a little. And then start to bring it in a circle. Feel like you have a little hula hoop or something and then go the other way. And then what would you do with your arms if you're doing this? Would you hold on to the hula hoop? It's really confusing to use your arms and go one way and the other. So try just going like 2 circles and then 2 the other way. Try to kind of loosen up the bottom part of our bodies. And then the top will follow. Okay, and let's take a wonderful 5-minute start. Inhale, exhale. Who can stop us? You know the answer. Again, and say, I'm not going to stop myself. No, not this time. Inhale up. Somebody else wants to stop us? Yeah, no, we are powerful. Exhale, hug in, feel yourself. And then let's inhale one more time. Hey, Mud, freaking Durga, help me please. And then exhale and find that self-love. Embody it for this time. Feel toe feet together. See, I'm not caught on the nanas and the papas. No, Durga, she's real. Pointer fingers, come into half moon. And then let your head look down. Have your feet together, hip width distance apart. And then soften your elbows a little too. And then notice when you straighten your arms, then you bend your elbows, it brings in a whole different neck stretch. Soften your knees. Inhale, exhale. To the other side. Play with it. Find what feels good for you. Is it with your arm extended completely? It's absolutely a more stretch for me with my head down and my elbows, but you're not me. So do what's right for you. And come back to center. Shake that trauma off. Or that holding people do. You'll never understand. And then we'll come right into warrior one or a lunge, your choice. So step your foot forward, whichever one you like. Let's do the right, so we're all on the same foot. So either your back toes are lifted or they're not. If they're down, it's a little more stable. It feels better for some people, some like it here. We're gonna lengthen our psoas, deepest core, deepest layer. So pick your medicine and into your front knee. Take your hand to the outside of your right leg for a minute. Just push your leg there and check your toe for alignment. You don't want knee injuries today. And then square your hips towards whatever's front. And then how about those ribs? How about those ribs? So, yeah. Inhale your arms up. And know that if your arms bother you this way, you have a head, you can use it. Your choice. Arms up or down. Inhale, reach forward. And then as if you're going to take off for flight, bring your arms behind you. Inhale up. See what you see, and then exhale your arms behind you. But if you're in a full lunge, you really have to have a strong dristy. Either way. And then one more time. But when you find yourself here, just pop that back foot together. Rise up. Interlace your fingers. And have an upper back bend. Your lower back be on vacation. All right, center. And then the left foot front, right and back. So it's probably best to do whatever you do on the other side. If your toe is up or down, doesn't matter, just touch them. Tuck the left hip back, right comes forward. Put my left hand here so that I know that my knee is coming out towards the toe side. Gazing forward. We are warriors. Virabhadrasana 1. Watch out for us. Inhale up. Exhale. We're going to fly away. Inhale. If you have all the corners of your feet on the earth, you'll be in a better position. Inhale up one more time. The last one. Make it a little easier on ourselves. Step forward. So take your hands to your upper legs, coming halfway. From here, bring your arms out. Soaring eagle. Fly like an eagle. Elbows towards the ceiling. Elongate your neck. And then bend your knees forward. And then we're going to walk into downward facing dog or dolphin or not. So find out what feels good for you. Downward dog is not a resting pose. It never was. I don't know why they say it is. Make sure you're pushing your hands into the earth so much. And have your head in alignment or let it hang heavy. The upper arm is wicked engaged. If you're doing this, and then see what your hips want to do. Mine like to do this. Is it right or wrong? It's what they like to do. Come on to the outer edge of your foot. It's a big stretch. I don't want to do that. If you want to do that dog walking thing, or maybe you just don't. Always use a chair for this too. It's a great way to feel it. Inhale, left leg up, point your toe, look at your fingers, the big arc in the spine. Bend your knee, then step the left foot forward. Run down to a low lunge. Get a blanket under your right knee if you have one. And put the toes under the flat. And hang out here for a minute. Support preceding action. Make sure this foot is engaged. Knee is over your ankle. If you're following me, if you're not, do whatever you want. And when you're ready, get your support. Inhale, exhale, left hand to your left thigh. palm facing to the front. Drop and rotate it in. And find your stability here. You know that women, we are the leaders. Men don't have the same brain we do. And if you want to take a little tiny back bend only from your bra strap, if you have your wearing area, go ahead. And exhale when you come down, the right hand touches. And be careful with your lower back here. I say it a lot, but the spiral comes from here. This arm can come up, but I prefer to tuck mine behind me. And then I'm going to gaze up, and then I'm going to look down. And where are you happier? So you're breathing, you'll be miserable. Then frame the front foot and let your heel come up if it's okay, or your toes. Come all the way back if you like it. You go back and forth a couple times. Ha, make sure you're breathing. That little exhale, ha, it means a lot. And then eventually, both feet come back. Then you come into a child pose. Balasana, pose of the child. Have your arms in front of you. We're still invoking this Durga power. So, hey, Ma Durga. Pray to her. Help me, woman. Usual. If you prefer the wide-legged version, go for it. If you'd like. Another option for your hands behind your head. Not beside you. When you breathe here, just feel your breath. Now that when we hold our breath, we're in trouble. So breathe in, breathe out. As you're ready, walk your fingers forward. Come on back up. And we'll just hop into a downward dog. No, we won't hop into anything. Curl your toes under. Slowly let your hips go back. Slowly straighten your knees with the care, all the care in the world you would have for the whole world. Have it for you and your knees. You can bend your knees if you'd like. Maybe you go side to side. Do what makes you happy. I find myself doing this. I don't know why. It makes me happy. That's why we do it. Inhale the right leg up, point your toe, get your fingers, and then bring that foot right through. And wait for it. People are often in such a rush to get to the next pose. Find your stability. Back foot really into the earth, front foot, and that nice alignment. If you're working alignment, if you're dancing, then dance. As you're ready, right hand to the thigh. Inhale the left arm up. And it's this way with your hand, like, hey, Ma Durga, here I am. Catch some of your energy, please. It's an offering. Breathe in, maybe you want to get a little mini back bend. Exhale down this hand. I do like to bring my arm behind my back, but you don't have to. So you kind of gaze over. And keep that alignment here, just to keep us healthy. Come around and play with this. Come back a little. It's a half a Hanuman, half a split. Forward and back. Anytime this feels good to you. If you don't like it, don't do it. It sounds like my mom. Don't do it. Be the best guru you can be for yourself. And then come out to the back toes and find your forward fold again. And we'll come right back up. Reverse your swan dive. Bring your arms to here and drop them. Shake that one off too. So how could where was I? So how could it be women's empowerment if we did do goddess? So bring your feet apart and pick your goddess. You know, it doesn't have to be a full goddess. It might be a tired goddess. Inhale your arms up. And on the exhale, bend your knees, but bring your upper body down with you, and just coax the knees out towards the outer edge of your foot. And notice what's under you. There's not a lot going on. You can use your just that lower arm to rest here for a moment. Maybe come on your toes, your heels. That's fun. And then see what it feels like to straighten one leg and the other. Breathe. Watch your knees here. If you go too far one way or the other, knees aren't meant to do that. And now we'll get ready to come up to goddess. So sink your tailbone, your hips, everything down. Come to the goddess of your liking. Arms can come up. So we're going to dance our goddess. First, rotate your pinky fingers in. And yep, it's going to feel weird. Start to go side to side. I like to break dance in this one. Like break dance. That's what all break dancers do, huh? You can bring one arm under, one above. Do what makes you happy. If you look like me, then you're probably not happy. Just kidding. Do what feels right. Keep that nice stability of your lower body. Your body moves because it can. And then by now your quads are like, I can't enough. Bring your hands to your quads. Don't use your knees as muscles. Use your feet to push into the earth. Ha. Heel toe your feet a little bit together. And I'm going to reverse this just for fun. So let's find this little liver meridian one and give that a little love. And then in the back, you'll find your adrenals. Tell them to wake up. You need some happy hormones, please. Because we are women. We are better. No man can listen to this class. It's true. Women can think of so much more things than men at once. Multitaskers. But can we think of them as well? Yes, we can. Durga, help me. And then let that unwind. So. And then come to stillness for a moment. Come into warrior two. So this is your left foot. And then find what your alignment is. Just a quick warrior two because we're going to triangle. Check out if that heel can come to the middle of the back foot. Inhale your arms up. And I like to spiral. Now inhale, reach for this girl. Do what makes you happy. Eventually, on one of these, I find the inside of my knee. And I'm liking my arm behind my back today. And looking up, yeah, maybe not. I have choices. Maybe I'll just look down. Because my head likes that today. Yes, I could absolutely do this. And be compressing my right side. And yeah, I could do that. But I think it's probably not in my best interest. Let's say this one. Shush your ribs back. Just softly bring your ribs back. And then see if you can bring your head into some kind of alignment. So your head isn't reaching forward. Ha. Inhale, reverse this triangle. That's what it turned into. And then come right to the other side. Toes parallel. And then it is your right foot. Again, maybe. Check your alignment. I'm just bending it to the front knee a couple times. Just to make sure I feel aligned. I find my whole foot. And then start to find your Trikonasana triangle. Silly little shapes we make so that our minds have something to hold on to for a while. So I'm going to do that again because my hip did a thing. So if you feel that kind of misalignment, again, my hip cracked. I'm like, no, that's not healthy for me. That was smoother. Drop hand back if you like and look down or up. Yogi's choice. But try to open up the heart space. This hand, if it's behind, rest into it a little. Bring your neck wherever it's happy. And breathe. And then bring this arm up. Devotionally reversing. And bringing it down. And heels out together. This is what break dancers do. I know it is. And standing in your alignment. So I'm saying stand this way. Does it feel comfortable? So find a comfortable way to stand. And notice what your habit would be. This would be mine. I would always stand with my left hip out. That would make all the muscles on this side longer and these short. So go the other way. And then find center. And find it. Tuck your chin. Find comfort in your mountain. I don't think mountain has to get comfortable. If it's okay for you, come into yogi squat. If it's not, just come on down to sit. Honor yourself. If you're sitting, bring your hands to heart center, in yoga squat, get a dress seat. If you are here, bring your hands in front of you, and let your head hang heavy and bow. Bow to the divine, bow to what's good. Let your head go. And then we'll sit our asanas down on what we don't like. A little out of my mind. Shake it out. So a little work going on the spine. Take your clip out if you have one. You're gonna rock back, come into shoulder stand if it's in your practice or not, and then come into a forward fold for the coming up part. So rock back, and then reach up and forward fold. It might just be to here. It's a great place to overstretch your ligaments, so don't do what isn't right for you. I can come down every time, but I know it's not good for me, so I'm restraining myself from hurting. Maybe wrap your hands under. Know the body you live in and honor it. Eventually, come here. Just let yourself rest for a bit. I like to bring windshield wipers so one leg comes in and then the other. Oh, your head can roll side to side. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Honor the teacher within you. Bring your legs together. Make that little diamond shape to put under your sacrum. Want your legs glued up. Try to make it a 90-degree angle. If I could see you, I'd tell you where, but usually it's a little bit further away than we think. And from here, you can close your eyes, or you can watch your toes point, flex. Inversions are great to do. How often do you put your legs up in the air? Probably when you do yoga. The lower backs, keep those hands there or bolster. And we're going to just bend the knees slowly and see if we can touch both toes down at the same time. It's like winning the lottery. Big deal. Then get those heels as close as they want to be to your buttocks. When they inhale up, you're going to push your feet into the earth. The gluteus maximus, they do nothing. Okay, soften the underside of the back body and let the hip flexors do the work. Inhale, and your arm comes over your head. Check yourself here. Are you using your muscles of your back? Stop that. And exhale, roll down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let the exhale be slow. You can even kind of go side to side. You might even feel your lungs if you're taking a deep enough breath. And then please draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around them. Maybe your head comes up. And you give yourself that I love yourself hug. Doing yoga. The teacher finally came up on the screen so I could do it. And then bring your head down. Elongate your legs. And take your hands back up. I'm going to walk into a half moon. So bring your toes to the left and your hands to the left. I like to grab onto my right wrist. It helps. And breathe into the right ribs. There is a full moon coming. Hooray. It's got some good energy with it. Hope it's soon. Take a breath in. Breath out. I wonder if Durga knows about that. Hey Durga, do you know about that moon? And then come to the other side. And you'd be grabbing your wrist with your right hand, pull your left arm a little bit further. C shape. If you want to be not in a C shape, don't do it. Breathe. Come to center. Come onto your belly. Cross your hands and rest for a minute. We often don't take time to rest. How can we be powerful if we're freaking exhausted? So take time in your practice to rest. Take time in your day. Yes, Trisha, I hear you. Okay. Take your left arm, flat palm. Now this is your choice how you do this. Elongate your neck. You can reach back for your foot or not. Elbow goes towards the ceiling. If the foot is not accessible, you're still a wonderful person. It's okay. You might grab your ankle and bring the leg up. I can do that, but it doesn't serve me well today. Make sure you're looking at your hand, debating whatever you want to debate about those beautiful fingers that you have. And if your knee is here and your arm is here, it's really okay. Take a breath in and a breath out. And then release that leg and switch. Just right hand. I have it angled too. I don't know if that's visible to you. Support precedes action. Be ready to do this. Bend your left knee. Reach back, and maybe it's different on this side. Of course it is. It must be an awful person. No, it just is. You can lift the leg if you want, but mine's like, not today, Bonnie, no. So I'm going to honor that. I'm not even going to call Durga from home. That's not Durga material. And then drop the leg. Stack your fists and bend your knees. This is good for a lower back, is to hook your feet and just draw them slowly away and towards you. And let your legs be long. One more for your backs. Go back. Cross your arms so that your elbows are underneath. Elongate your neck. Coax your shoulders back away from you. Shoulder blades come together, but not beastly, just a little bit. Try to drag yourself through your arms. Since I'm on the floor, it's going to be easy, but you don't want to really go forward. If it's okay for you, you can come up to your fingertips. And I'm still not on my lower back. This is on my upper back. Gazing at the earth. The beautiful floor of the studio. Now walk your arms here, and then shush yourself into child pose. Can't help it. And let's make it a wide-legged one. And let your head rest. Turn your head to the side for a moment. Slither yourself back down and find any position that feels good to you for your Shavasana. It doesn't have to be this corpse pose thing. This never has felt really great to me, so I don't do it. You might bring your feet to the earth and knock your knees in. Find comfort. Maybe you're on your belly. Maybe you take crocodile, laying on a pillow or something. Find what makes you comfortable, because everybody's different. Take enough time to find comfort, and that could take a while. You work too hard, then give yourself a break and say, I'm sorry I worked myself too hard, but I'm okay still. Let the earth hold you up for change. We get our power from the earth. We get it nurtured from the earth. The earth gives us water, it gives us the fire, it all comes from there. So let it hold you safely. Let your entire back body be in this health space. Feel every point of your body that touches the earth, whether it's a floor or a rug or a yoga mat. Soon I hope to do some practices outside with correct distance. For now, just let it hold you. And maybe you feel as if whatever is nurturing, whoever, whatever, source nurtures you, let that happen. Let your back body and front body surrender. It's more the front body surrendering to the back body. The one thing I've noticed about women is we don't like to surrender. We like to do things all the time and be right. But surrendering and taking space is a good thing. It's from that place that we do draw our power. Notice your shoulders heavy and light. Head just there. Maybe it tilts to one side. I don't think it's necessary that it's perfectly aligned. Right arm heavy and light. I like this image of as if somebody picked your arm up and just thud, it falls down. That's how heavy it is. And then the left. You notice your belly is still that gentle rise and fall. It tells you over and over again that you are okay and safe. Embrace that. Both hips melting into the earth. Right leg and the left. Take time to do this little self-Reiki. Bring to mind any color light that you love. Circle you for now. Reach out to your own self. Take whatever color and put this little bubble of healing around you. It's an image, but it's helpful. Bask in this light. Taking the next few minutes to let your mind, body, and spirit integrate. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, but simply be. And start to allow yourself to come back, noticing Jeff's words. Jeff was amazing and very empowering to women. He actually respected women in an amazing way. So wiggle your fingers and toes. Start to move in any way that feels right. Maybe draw your knees to your chest. Scooch around a little. Find your way to your right or left side. Bring yourself up to seated. Once you come to seated, remembering that we were invoking Durga. Let's sing a little. So we're going to end in an untraditional way. We're going to uplift it a little. Draw your head long, spine long, crown of the head. We're calling Durga. Inhale your arms up. Hey, come on, Durga. Yeah, come on over. Bring your hands to your heart center. Rock and roll if you want a little bit. You said we have to be calm at the end always. So we're gonna Ma Durga Om. There's a little female behind the male always. Sometimes it's the females that have the male. So we'll Ma Om to close. Breathe in. Exhale.